They trail, and Livingstone has the ball, 22-13. There's 4:25 to go and count. And down on the inside is Nazir. Austin goes up strong amongst two defenders for the score. And it's 20-14. Well, make that 24-13. 4:10 and counting in the first half. Up top with it is Greg Alston. Alston pounds the rock right on the CIAA logo at the right. Out to Ricky Lamb between the circles, top of the key. Picked up there by Austin as he gets the ball. Now it's reversed. Pass down into the painted area, deflected, and a tie-up forced. And on the alternating possession, it will stay with Chowan. And that's going to take us to our under 4-minute media timeout. A very entertaining first half, especially when you consider how so many teams today seem to struggle to get their tournament legs under them. It is Livingstone 24, Chowan 13. This is the 100th anniversary CIAA basketball tournament powered by HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports.
It'll be the Hawks ball with the alternate possession going to the Hawks.
I'm Mark Gray, and I too am CIAA for life. He's Mike Walker.
I'm CIAA for this week, my brother. I got some things I got to do after the tournament's over, but I love being here, though.
Okay, you can be CIAA for life and down with other conferences, too.
Oh, listen, I appreciate the magnificent job that the CIAA has done with the tournament, and for that matter, how they're starting to develop their football programs, you know.
Yeah.
Two back-to-back winners of the Pioneer Bowl, and from what I understand, the SIAC, the second oldest conference, which will be celebrating its 100th anniversary next year. Supposedly the football conference, they've been struggling. So right now, it's all about the CIAA.
And a fall-away jumper off the rim. Yeah, with all due respect to the SIAC, they can't beat the CIAA in the Pioneer Bowl. Again, not hating, just saying. Though, and those are the facts. Anyway.
We got love for the SIAC.
Yes, we do.
Brother Greg Moore is doing a tremendous job out there. We have his back. But unfortunately, we have to call it as we see it. And the way we've seen it the last 2 years, they've taken it on the chin.
The facts are the facts, my friend. The facts are the facts. They, too, playing their basketball tournament this weekend in Atlanta. Best of luck to them, and hopefully they stage a magnificent event down in Dixie also. But here is the really big show. And on the inside on opening night, passing it outside. Nice little ball fake jump stop. Kyrie Bethel goes with the shot off the glass, and it's good. Sick, nasty, and ridiculous all in one. And the lead is cut to 9 at 24-15. 3:20 to go and counting here in the first half. Trone Jackson with it, going to drive between three defenders, kiss off the glass, and they say that the contact came before the shot. Trone Jackson right now is unstoppable. And the more and more you watch that kid and you compare his first step and his ability to get the rim with other players in the conference, I got to think in that aspect of the game, he's got to be top 3.
You know, when I look at his style of play, he reminds me a lot of Kemba Walker, his ability to penetrate hard, and he's not afraid to take it into the Valley of the Giants and make something happen.
And if you dare to leave him open from the outside, he will make you pay.
He shoots 46% from the arc, so you better D him up.
He has 6 points on the evening. Free throw line extended with the Rock right now is Henry. Henry gives it off on the wing to Thomas. Thomas loses the ball out of bounds.
The Blue Bears, that's a turnover.
And Chowan will take over.
The Hawks ball.
Mark Thomas with 11, leading all scorers for Livingstone right now, just turns the ball over. Mark McGlone back into the lineup. He collects it, bringing 6 points and 4 rebounds onto the floor and bringing the Rock into the front court. Picks up the dribble. Almost has his pass stolen away, but it's collected by McDuffie. McDuffie with a beautiful feed to a cutter on the inside. Chris Williams puts it through, and the lead cut to 7. 24-17, 2:24 and counting, and quickly off the bench, a 30-second timeout on the floor for the Blue Bears. Coach James Stinson not liking what he's seen coming out of that last break.
Maybe he senses a slight momentum shift, didn't like the defense, wanted to make sure that on this particular possession, it counted for them because, you know, this is a game of, like you call Stokes, or Van Gundy would say, spurt ability. And if you think one is coming on, you want to kill it, make sure you coach well through it so that your team can sustain the current lead that they now enjoy.
Kind of like if you have a house. If you see a crack in it or there's a hole in your roof, you patch it up before it gets too big.
That is correct, bro. An ounce, what is that? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what he did. He took a timeout and used a couple ounces.
The sage urban wisdom of Mike Walker. Anyway, into the front court. And backing out is Mark Thomas. Angles it to the near wing to Greg Henry. Mark Thomas with it between the circles at the top. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Push back, throws it right off the foot of Jackson. Rebound scrum, and there's a timeout. No, the tie-up not given. The timeout called by Chowan. So this is the first of 2 in a men's nightcap. And the next one should be interesting as Lincoln takes on St. Augustine's. Lincoln, of course, we had on HSRN last Monday on President's Day. And suffice to say, they got it handed to them just a little something by Virginia State, who one of us behind this microphone, not named Mike Walker, put the glass sneaker on at Virginia State. Virginia State plays Bowie State tomorrow. So entertained by I guess that's the one game on tomorrow's schedule that I'm most looking forward to, because both teams will be looking for the, I guess, a way to exact a certain measure of revenge.
That is correct. Obviously, Bowie felt that, or feels that Virginia State is not necessarily in their caliber of play. Bowie believes that they are one of the better programs in the CIAA, and that loss that they suffered at home was an embarrassment, and they got to get some get back.
And man, a 3-ball from the near side pocket by Kyrie Bethel cuts the gap to 24-20. We come up on a minute and a half to go in the half with Mark Thomas trying to answer with a 3-ball, and he sticks it between the rim and the glass. He could stand out there and put up that shot 50 times a day, and I guarantee you he couldn't do that again. There's a dubious skill set if I ever saw one.
You know, that should be a -1. What do you think? Maybe
I would
lobby
take one
for
of
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Kind of like on, what is that, around the horn?
Right.
You start taking points away.
You stick one on the side of the rim, we take one.
Or Jeopardy. Anyway, Trone Jackson fouled on the drive to the basket from the top.
Foul is on number 4.
And it's going to be on Bethel. And Bethel picks up his second foul. And that's Chowan's 10th. So Trone Jackson will be at the charity stripe for a pair. First one up, nothing but net. Stick with us at the half for our soon-to-be award-winning halftime show. For those of you who are following us and tuning in on HSRN. And we are glad to be a part of the CIAA Tournament's web stream at theciaa.com. Proud to be a part of this 100th celebration. We are in our 5th consecutive year of bringing you the magic of the largest African-American sporting event in the United States. Pounding the rock on the near side is Mark McGlone. He picks up the dribble, looking for somebody to pass it to, and he gives it to Quentin McDuffie. 19 seconds on the shot clock. He has it stripped. And racing it down quickly is Mark Thomas. Leads up for the alley, and not quite the oop, but the finish by Greg Henry. They tried to go French pastry and had to stay with something from your grocer's freezer, but it all counts. It's 28-20 inside a minute to go. And a foul on the interior going to be called on Chowan.
I think they're going to hit Bethel with that one, fighting through the screen.
Foul is on number 33.
Ricky
Ricky
Lamb going to be assessed that
His first
personal foul. That's number 1 on Ricky Lamb. And Trone Jackson will slow walk it into the front court. Livingstone by 8 with the rock, moving right to left. Top of the key, getting it is Greg Henry. He'll split the defenders on the drive for the layup, and it's good. 30-20. We come up on 30 seconds to go. Slow walking it into the front court now are the Hawks. Greg Austin directing traffic from just to the right of the CIAA logo. Pounding the rock. Difference of about 0.2 of a second between shot clock and game clock. Getting it between the circles right now is McGlone. McGlone, top shelf, angles it to the right wing, picks the ball up at the hash, looks cross court, gets it to the free throw line. McDuffie on the wing to Lamb. Lamb gonna drive on split 3 defenders and not able to finish the layup attempt, but he draws a pair of free throws. Wonderful execution that time in the half court. And you know, in many respects, 21 in blue reminds us of a guy that we'll see in a couple days, Tony Smith. Big angular guard at Shaw who directs traffic and can really get his or score when he has to, but is more proficient at, you know, directing traffic.
You know, in a strange kind of a way, not in style, but in effect, he reminds me a lot of Magic Johnson in the sense that he's a facilitator. Clearly, if he wanted to, he's the type of guy, Mark, who could focus purely on scoring the rock, but that's not what he's about. The guy rebounds, he has a whole lot of assists, and he can score the rock, or he can score points when need be.
Lamb makes 2 free throws and a long 3 at the buzzer, off the rim that time by Mark Thomas, and we will